Oh hey, Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna, coming at you with another video. Now, many of you may be saying, what is this Book Kahuna stuff? What is he talking about? What is that all about? Well, the deal is, I spent most of my career working in the book publishing industry. 35 years worth. And at my last corporate position, which was a company based in Santa Barbara, California, and I'm not going to mention the name. I was there for about 9 years, and it was the perfect job for me. Perfect. I was the production manager, and we were making books that I liked to work on. Social science, military history. It's like right up my alley. It was like the greatest position. And it ended. All good things have to come to an end. And then what happens when something comes to an end? You reinvent yourself. And while I was still at that company, I went back to school and got my master's online in publishing science from Pace University in New York. So that was in 2012. So I was like right up to date with like everything that was going on, ebooks, the whole Megillah. And 8 months later, after I finished with my degree, my company decided that they were going to get rid of my position. So I was out in the cold, but I had been blogging under the pseudonym The Book Kahuna. Now, I love to write. Now, anybody who saw my post this morning about my dog on Facebook, or the post I had a couple weeks ago about what's been going on with my cancer and dialysis and things, knows that I love to write. I also love to do videos, because basically I'm just looking at a screen, talking into a screen. I just have to make sure that the lights are turned on so I get fairly decent lighting. But I wanted to do this video just to chat and give an update on what's happening. I think I've let you all know about my navigator, Kristen, who disappeared kind of when I was supposed to have an appointment in August. And then there was a mad scramble about what we're going to do, my urology group, what we're going to do, where is he going to go. And I ended up meeting with the urologist, who's the cancer specialist up in Boulder. And Dr. Clark is great. Really like Dr. Clark. So there's nothing, this is nothing against Dr. Clark. So Dr. Clark basically said, stop, smell the roses. There's two sides to this coin. He said, first of all, the cancer that I was diagnosed with back in August of 2021, which they knew that I had for a long time because of my hospital stay back in April through June, is a very aggressive prostate cancer. It was apparently there's what's called the Gleason scale, and low 1 is like not as aggressive, high and 10 is really aggressive, and my cancer came in at a 9. So we were looking at a really aggressive cancer, and also the fact that my cancer had gone undiagnosed for a while. Once we started doing the radiation and my doctors knew that my PSA was like basically over 400 when I was in the hospital last year, my radiation doctor told me that the horse is out of the barn. Basically meaning, if your cancer is caught encapsulated in the prostate, and they catch it, you got a good chance. Mine, more than likely, is not still in the prostate, and they knew that. They knew, like, it was probably in my lymph system. So when I went through radiation, they were actually zapping me for the cancer in the prostate and my lymph system. Fast forward to now, and Dr. Clark had said there's two ways this could go. I've known patients that with your type of cancer who have been around for like 10 years with no problems. 10 years. Or on the flip side, I've known patients 6 months and they're gone. Your type of cancer, same everything. I think everything comes down to physiology, and I think, and I've told a couple of people this, with what I went through in the hospital and the fact that my doctors expected me to die. I think I'm one tough SOB. I think my body is really one tough. I may not look it, but man, I think I'm riding a big, tough SOB body. So here's the thing. The dialysis picture, I was having problems where during the course of dialysis, in the middle of dialysis, my blood pressure would drop through the floor. I mean, we're talking like a top number of like in the 60s. And I would break out in a cold sweat and feel like I was going to pass out, and just clammy, and it was really bad. And then they would like switch and like start pumping fluids back into me, and after a couple minutes, you're back, your blood pressure stabilizes, goes back up, and they won't let you leave dialysis if your blood pressure is below 100 as your top number on your blood pressure. I've got a cuff on me throughout my dialysis treatment where they're taking my blood pressure every half hour, automatically, to see where I'm at. And then I had instances where I got the cramps. And one day, I got the cramps so bad that I was crying, and I was just asking the tech to help me. And my thumbs had curled in because of the cramps in my hands, and my ankles were cramping up so bad. The pain was excruciating, and it was just like, just please help me. And they pumped more fluids in, and that takes about 10 minutes for the fluids to like get the cramps to like ease up. So that's really painful, and it lasts a long time. But those situations have kind of calmed down lately. I had an instance the other day where I just like broke out into a sweat, and they thought something might be going on with my blood sugar or something, because my blood pressure wasn't down. But I think because I'm getting these testosterone blocker shots every 3 months, it's giving me like hot flashes. So I'm kind of like going through menopause, is what what the urology, the women clinicians in the urology, they're like, yeah, you're in menopause. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, now I know that what you guys go through like later on. So, but excuse me, this is where I'm at. This is what's going on. And every day I come home and I have Derek. Got my little buddy. Take him for a walk. So, but that's what's going on in my world. I'm really trying to work. I really am. You know, the writing, the post that I wrote today about Derek, that's part of my therapy to get back into writing. I'm taking a copywriting course right now, and I think I'm supposed to be writing every single day. And it was much easier when I had my blog. But what happened was, I have a WordPress blog, and it's still up. It's still there, but I don't know the password to get into it anymore, so I can't add to it or change it up. So that's kind of a drag. I have to find a new blog platform. If anybody knows of a blog platform that I can, set this up, and because I love to write. I mean, and I haven't been doing it enough. And this is the time to be writing, because I've got plenty of time, and it's in my blood. I just love to put sentences together, structure, grammar. I love it. I've always loved it. So anyway, this is Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna. I don't want to ramble too long. Just wanted to give you this update. So until the next time, you guys all be well and go and get checked out. PSA, mammograms, cancer screenings, go and do it. Please. Luckily I'm fighting the good fight, but I waited too long. And you don't want to be like me, because you never know how bad the cancer could be. You don't want the doctor to come in and say, well, some patients I've had lived for like 10 years, and some patients I've had lived for 6 months. But, I think you're going to be one of the 6-month people. You don't want to hear that. So go and get checked out. Do what you got to do. And stay alive. Okay? Hopefully they'll come up with a cure quickly, and we'll see the end of cancer in our lifetimes. So Don Schmidt, the Book Kahuna. Till the next time. Bye-bye.